Michaela Renava at Gillette Stadium alongside our Patriots beat writer Doug Kide and the Chicago Tribune's Bears beat writer Rich Campbell. Guys, the Patriots-Bears just wrapped up with a Patriots win 23-22. Close game, but we all know these preseason games aren't so much about the score as it is figuring out who's going to make the 53-man roster. So, Doug, starting with the Patriots, offensively, is there any more clarity as to some of the roster battles?
Maybe a little bit. I thought Josh Klein played pretty well there at right guard. Shaq Mason started the first game at right guard. Now Klein started this game at right guard. Mason actually didn't even play. So if I were to put the offensive line together week one, I'd probably put Klein in there over Mason. We'll see what Belichick does. Mason certainly has a little bit more upside. He's a younger player, more athletic player, but running game looked a lot better, and I thought that they protected Garoppolo better with Klein in there.
And Rich, how about for the Bears offensively? Any questions answered tonight?
Well, more about the first string, really. I mean, after being shut out in their first exhibition game, they scored 11 points and moved the ball on 3 drives with the first string offense. They got the running game going a little bit. Jeremy Langford, 8 carries for 54 yards and had a 5-yard touchdown. Really nice zone running on his part. Jay Cutler had a lot better rhythm tonight against the Patriots defense, a defense that's pretty good. So I think you saw on the Bears side a lot more confidence leaving than a week ago when it was really, really hard to find positives.
And on the other side of the ball, Patriots defense really shining in these first couple of preseason games. Trey Flowers being one standout. Doug, who really stood out the most?
You know, if anything, there's less clarity on defense now because 2 guys who I didn't even think had a chance of making the roster, defensive tackle Anthony Johnson, cornerback Darryl Roberts, those guys did great. Johnson looked like a starter-worthy player. Roberts had 3 pass breakups, targeted 6 times, only allowed 1 catch. So if anything, there's more questions than ever on defense for the Patriots.
Well, who stood out for the Bears on defense?
Well, Tracy Porter, the starting cornerback, had an interesting series, the second series of the game, finished it with a strip at the goal line. I believe it was Brandon Bolden that he sort of picked his pocket there, and it saved him from a really bad series. He had a penalty and had been beaten. So defensively, I think the Bears can look at how they started the game against Jimmy Garoppolo in that offense and did pretty well. But overall, not enough pass rush, and the reserves were able to move it on them a little bit. So a lot more work for them to do on that side of the ball. Offensively is really where the Bears are going to find their positives tonight.
All right, guys, thanks so much. For all your Patriots news, make sure to keep it on NESN.com. And for all your Bears news, head over to the Chicago Tribune.